and welcome back to Cozy Acres. Today we're going to do some winter stuff that I haven't gotten to. We're going to lay some more cardboard down over on the other side, and then we're also going to plant a bay leaf right here, and then we're going to transfer some oak leaf hydrangeas from there back over to the back end behind us, as well as maybe over on the bank edge on the other side of the property. So it's been a little while again, like normal. Get too much involved in life as it is. But anyhow, we're going to try to do some cleanup. I might even get a chance to do some pruning to the fruit trees since it's about that time to do it anyways. So anyhow, well, let's get to busy. Welcome again. So the last time I was with you guys, we were cleaning out the smaller, the larger of the greenhouses. And right now I got a bunch of boxes in the little greenhouse. So I'm going to pull them all out and kind of cover this area that you guys see in front of you right at this moment. Um, Hopefully we can get most of that done today, and should go pretty quick. And Jasmine here should probably help me as well. Either she's going to chase things away or make a mess for me to step in, but anyhow, she's here to help. So as we progress, I will keep you guys updated. All right, I think that just about clears out the small greenhouse. I guess now we'll start to lay them out. This bay leaf I'm going to move. This is the one we're going to transfer over to yonder, and so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I do want to put a lot of the cardboard down for this back area here, finish up around in this area, so that way from here all the way back at least to the blueberries anyways, or the honeyberries, and get those all of it down, so that way when I move in the new set of wood chips, just lay right on top of it. As you can see, we've already started on some of these from previous time, earlier week. We just try to work as we go through. uh, Anyhow, so that's what I'm going to end up doing, is taking care of this, get it moved. This here is a yeah, that's the lemon verbena. It's been doing okay. I wish it would do a little bit better, but it hasn't. It still grows well though. I really can't wait until these guys right here. I don't know if, no, probably not. Let me turn the camera so you can semi see what I'm doing. There, I hope that's a little better. Haven't quite gotten these remote mics to work. They're little cheapos, so I'm hoping that y'all can hear me just fine. Crossing my fingers. Otherwise, this is going to be one heck of a dub. Me and my Cozy Acre crack-headed music. There used to be a peach tree right here, but thanks to, in fact, right here, thanks to a certain critter, it no longer exists. Maybe it might come and shoot some starts out. I don't know. I hope it does. I'll just put a large fencing around it. That's what I plan on doing for all of our fruit trees now. I got some old cedar fencing that was given to me. I'm going to use it to build a 4-foot roundabout around all of those plants, all those trees. This is a honeyberry right here. When I get ready to lay the wood chips down, I'll cut all of these longer branches off of the dragon plant, both of them, so that way I can lay the fresh wood chips down there, and they won't spread too much, because that is, quote unquote, I do believe it's a knotweed, a form of knotweed. So I do want to keep it under control as much as possible, which we haven't been doing too bad. There you go. Mickey Mouse Huggies. Who doesn't like running around and Mickey Mouse all over the place, right? It beats when I was growing up. Piece of cloth, I think. I remember, right? Even if I was wearing one, which every young child needs to run around naked, right? Well, come on. Need to get rid of that elderberry. All right. That should do that. See if I got any more left over. All right. That's that. All right. That just about cleans out that small greenhouse. Gets this all ready for me to drop some wood chips down onto it. So, yes, on to the next project, which I think I'm going to go dig a couple holes. Well, a hole, anyways, and then dig up the bay, which again is over there, right about there. I'm going to dig that guy up, and I'm going to put him over by the bank. So let me get to that. I'm going to go dig the hole first, and then I'll come back and we'll pick this guy up and we'll take him over there. So I'll be right back. All right. I now have the hole dug, excuse me. Now I'm going to dig this bay laurel up, and then we'll move it over to the hole I just dug. Good Lord, man. And so here we go. To get these weeds out, I don't want to be transferring them. All right. Okay, well, when I first bought this, I thought I'd removed all these tags. Oh, I thought this was wrapped around the root. Anyways, here you go, buddy. Got some good roots on here. Hopefully, it'll transfer over to here. That beaver did real big number on this poor guy. All right. I probably should have planted it a little bit higher, but that's okay. I think it'll be fine. All right there, buddy. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hopefully it will be a better new year for you. Okay. Project number 2 done. All right. Perfect. Hopefully that new home of his will be a happy home. And then right beside it with the eucalyptus, got rosemary right down below here. And then I don't think you can see it, but anyhow, there's some right in back down here. There's a thyme, and then along the edge, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, yeah, 3 or 4 azaleas, sage, and then another eucalyptus, and then a jasmine. Always got to have a jasmine. Anyways, I think I'm going to go find me the pruners and do some pruning. So I will be right back. All right, I think we managed to get that one cleaned up pretty good. So yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Nobody growing down. Oh, growing down. All right. There we have that. Okay. And then we also have another one right here. This yellow one right there. And I'm going to do some minimal trimming on it. It's also a fairly new plant. So we're going to just go ahead and just nip all these tops off of here and give it a refresh, so that way come this season it still has some growth to do, and I'm not hurting it too much. This way it'll all fill in a little better. And there we have that. Trimmed up dogwood. I have a third one, but it's being consumed by the lemon balm. So that is also another project that I want to get done. And here's my lemon balm. And then right there is the third dogwood. So let me get this lemon balm out of the way, and you actually might see something. What I need to do is I need to cardboard this and relay a whole bunch of cardboard down here. So that's probably one of my future tasks. But for now, I just want to get this guy under control. We'll worry about the rest later. We eventually are going to get this all back into a chicken run, right on from here on out, and then back over and back to the coop. There's just we usually have them free range, and I've got the door on that coop on a timer, and as I always say, Mother Nature knows how to do things. And the damn weasel that we got, he was watching that door, and he learned the time, and he waited until 8 o'clock in the morning and waited in front of that door. When the door opened, he went in there and just absolutely devastated everything that was in there. We had 5 ducks and 5 chickens, and he killed every one of them. It looked like a crime scene of the worst degree. Obviously, it kind of was in the coop. Of course, I was out and away on my job when it happened, and so the missus wasn't too happy, and it needed to be cleaned up when I got back. And unfortunately, that is the second time we've lost birds to that weasel. So no free running around here anymore, not unless they're with us and we're awake and with them, so we can watch them and watch for him to come after them. We've had a couple hawks come down, and what's funny is every time that hawk comes down, the ducks are usually the pre-warning, and the ducks will scream, and the chickens have learned, hey, I got ducks for my guards, and they run and hide. And that's one of the reasons why I keep everything very low and tight, so that way it provides cover for the, goodness sakes, cover for the birds, especially the eucalyptus and some of these other plants, the apple trees back over here. This lemon balm just kind of took root over here pretty good. Goodness sakes. Anyways, this dirt's getting better and better every year. I love it. And then we get the chickens in here, do the chicken run. They're going to have this all tilled up. There's going to be some really good dirt in through here. Alrighty. Well, as I was saying, that cleared up, and now you can actually probably see the dogwood sitting right over here now. And this one is a, what is this one? Midwinter Fire. And if you're asking me to do Latin, forget it. But it's Ornis sanguinea. Anyways, dogwood. Along with our famous creeping buttercup. How about that? Alrighty, folks. Believe it or not, some of these chores are getting done quicker than I thought, which I'm happy about. It's just getting out here and getting it done. That's always been the problem. We got too much other stuff that we're doing, and so this stuff gets neglected. But anyways, I'm going to walk around and see what all else needs to be done. I will get back with you guys here pretty quick. Okay, folks, this what you're looking at on the screen is a California lilac. And I want to do some nipping on just the tips of this because I don't want it either to get too wide and cover up all of the stuff that we have growing around it or close to it. So real quick, I'm going to go do a nip on this. All right, that looks a little better. I still need to pull some of the weeds out of that thing, but for the most part, we did what we wanted to do. We got the underneath all cleaned up. I think I got another one. Let me fix that. There's still a branch laying down. This one down here can come on out. There we go. On here. There we go. Yeah, that looks a heck of a lot better. Alrighty, on to the rest of this stuff. Let's go and move over. This right here is a 5-in-1 cherry. No, I take that back. This is just a single cherry, and it is a very, very slow mover. So I am doing nothing to it. I'm just letting it grow and keep growing. And so far, we had some cherries off of it last year, but very slow growing. So we're leaving it. Let's go back here. There's another bush I want to trim down. And this is it. Whoops. And this is it right here. In front of the screen. Let me get it set up right here. All right. So this here is a blue huckleberry. And I also want to get it trimmed down. Just very, very, very lightly give it a trim down because this one produces on old branches. So, but I don't want it to grow too crazy and out of hand because it will. It'll just get absolutely enormous. We've got a whole bunch of them that grows in the wild. Obviously, that's where this one came from. Was one of our wild ones, and so yeah, I just want to give it a quick nip. Nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy. It is a heavy producer for us, and I love it. Not only does it feed the wild birds, it feeds us well into the winter. If you, I don't, you can't see, but there are still berries on here, and they're still good as ever. Love them. Okay. I don't think I want to get too serious over here. Like I said, I just want to trim it somewhat, so that way it stays viable and doesn't get into all my other plants right beside it over here. On I don't know if I got the camera set up to see it exactly, but this right here is a honeyberry, and I don't want it to overtake it too much. I think that's third year. This will be third year for that honeyberry, and it's starting to. This one and the plant next to it is another honeyberry. These two right here are blueberries, and oh yeah, that's much better. Much, much, much better. A lot cleaner. And then behind it is another blueberry back behind it. And then right here up front, I'm going to nip the tops off of this. This is a currant. And I do this just to promote some vigor on it. It is also a very young plant, and so I don't want to do too much to it. Right behind it is another blueberry, so we're going to leave that one alone. And then on here, again, we got full-blown currants back here. These ones here are champagne currants. So again, I just want to nip all the tops down. This guy does just absolutely phenomenal job every year now. This is, I want to say, fifth year now. Fifth year? Yeah, I want to say fifth year. And then right beside this over here, this is a sage, and he's getting rather big, and we love it. He can get as big as he wants to. We love our sage around here. Here's another champagne currant. There we go. There's all of that. And then over here, this is Maggie. We love Maggie. And she's already starting to try to get some buds already this year, which is cool. I love it. But it has been a struggle with this one because it's not a regular like tree per se. It's been acting more as a bush. Plus, when I first got it, if you can see the base of this, it's really got a funky trunk on it. And that is because there was actually a divide down there. One was going to the left and one was going to the right. I took the one out on the right and I put a pipe on and I cinched this just to get it to where it looks like right now. And then this area, let me show you, this trunk right here that goes all the way down is finally starting to grow in a normal trunk fashion, which is what we want. I haven't quite completely decided if we're going to keep it low as a bush. It has been slowly growing. This plant has been in the ground 10 years now, and I do really short nips at it to bring the bottom canopy up and also try to get it to where it fills in. This is a beautiful tulip magnolia. And we're just going to do some little nipping to it. Nothing too crazy. Because like I said, I don't want it to grow downwards. I want it to grow up. So we just nip it down. The chickens and the ducks both loved sleeping underneath this plant. And so I keep it clear. As I said, we're gonna get another set eventually. I don't want any of these to cross so they don't create a bruise or harm. And anyhow, that's all I'm gonna do to this thing. I don't like doing too much to it. Maggies don't like getting trimmed too much, as I keep nipping, right? All right, that's it for that, girl. All right, everybody. Well, I'm done for the day. Tomorrow, probably, we're going to put the oak leaves over here. And then right behind you on the camera, over by the red rhododendron, we're going to put the lily of the valley bush, not the bulbs or the plant. It's a bush, so it's completely different. But anyhow, so that's what we're going to do. Right now, we're done for the day. Got other chores to do. So y'all have a beautiful day, and comment, like, subscribe. Enjoy.